Hey there, guys and gals. Welcome back to BDC TV. This is the Dieselpunk Game Night episode, and we're going to review Goodcritters. And we're going to do that right now. Hey there, guys and gals. Welcome back to Dieselpunk Game Night. I am your host, John Pyka, the artist also known as the comic book loving, time traveling Dieselpunk prophet of pop culture, the voice of Dieselpunk, the bamboozleist, Big Daddy Cool. You can call me Johnny. That's a whole lot easier. And we are going to review Goodcritters. Now, before we do that, make sure that you click subscribe and post a comment, because that will get you entered into our giveaway automatically. We're going to draw a name at random every month, and you can win cool board games, comic books, tickets to live shows, Magic subscription box, all kinds of cool stuff. So go ahead and click subscribe and post a comment. We're going to review the board game Goodcritters. Now, it's been a while since I've done a board game review, and board games is one of my true joys. It's an opportunity to put the phones and the digital technology away, sit around and reconnect and really have a great time with people one-on-one. And Goodcritters really delivers in that department. So you can tell from the artwork, the concept is pretty simple. It's anamorphic animals as 1920s gangsters. And it's, I guess at its core, at its heart, it's a card game. To give you an idea how this works, we're going to go to the table right now. The instructions are pretty simple. Really clear-cut, but beautifully illustrated. It looks like a big booklet, but they're really easy. All right, guys and gals, these are the basic components of the game, Goodcritters. Everybody gets a character marker. In this case, we've got Anna, the super spy, but the game is for 4 to 8 players. One player starts as the boss, and that marker goes in front of them. So you start with your character marker, and one character starts with the boss marker in front of them. Each player gets 4 loot cards to start off with in predetermined amounts, and the object of the game is to accumulate loot, and whoever gets the most loot wins. Each player also starts with 2 vote markers, and these are used to bribe other players, and you get bribe money. And those are used to bribe other players to do what you want them to do. There's also a loot pile. Each player also gets 5 action cards: a yes, a skim, rob, vote no, or guard. And basically, here's how all of this works. During the game, the boss deals off the loot pile as many cards as there are players plus 2. So if you're playing with 4, you deal 6. Playing with more than 4 or up to 8, 2 more. And the boss decides how to divide up the loot. And he divides it up. He gives some over here, he gives some over here, some to this guy over here, and he divides it up however he thinks, maybe giving himself some, and then everybody makes a vote on that distribution. They either vote yes, they vote no, or they play a skim card, which is neither a yes or no, but that allows them to take 1 loot card off the top and put it in their pile. Or they vote rob, and that allows them to steal a loot card from another player and put it into their pile. Or they vote guard, and the guard card prevents anyone from stealing your loot. So, each round is played simultaneously, and if there are more no votes, that means the money is not distributed at all. It gets passed to the next player, who will then be the boss, who will redistribute the money again, and a new vote will be taken. If there are more yes cards, then the distribution goes through, everyone takes their loot. And if there's a tie, the distribution goes through, but the boss changes and goes to the next player on the left. You can use the vote tokens and the bribe money to give to other players to encourage them to vote your way, either yes or no. And the whole game ends when the fuzz shows up and raids the joint. Once this card shows up out of the loot pile, the game is over and everyone counts their winnings, they count up their loot, and whoever has the most wins the game. All right, so that's the basics of the game. It's super easy to play, and it's all about scheming, strategy, negotiating with other players, and trying to accumulate most money for yourself by playing other players against each other, by stealing from others, from skimming, from giving a vote of no confidence to the boss. And the more you get into the characters and play the characters, hey, Knuckles, why don't you slip me a yes vote on this next round? And Tommy, the boss, might say, yeah, any of you jabronis what vote no for me, there's going to be hell to pay later on. So the more you get into it, the funner it is, the more you play the characters. And we played it with a test group at the Gallatin Public Library. Little plug, every first Thursday of the month, they do open board gaming. If you're in Middle Tennessee and want to try out something new, they're a great test group because most of the people have never played these games before, and it took us all of 30 seconds, the amount of time that you watch the video, to teach our group how to play the game. And depending on how fast you want the game to be, depends on where you put the fuzz card. You want to put it at the bottom of the loot pile, but if you have a small loot pile, it'll be a faster game. It's really up to you, but Goodcritters, it was voted one of the essential games by Dice Tower. I love this game. It is a fantastic game just in general, but if you love the Art Deco and Dieselpunk aesthetics in a board game like I do, Goodcritters is one you just can't beat. So go pick it up. I got mine at Books A Million. They got them online, Amazon, wherever board games are sold. So that's my review of Goodcritters. If you liked it, tell 200 or 300 of your closest friends and family to come watch the show. Make sure you click subscribe and post a comment to be entered to win our monthly drawing. And don't forget to visit my website, BigDaddyCoolShows.com. And there you can watch more episodes. You can listen to our podcasts. You can get my book, Tales from the Flip Side. And you can see where I'm going to be performing live next. Speaking of all of the above, you can help us out by being a partner. Drop a tip in our digital tip jar at patreon.com/BigDaddyCoolShows. $1, $2 a month is all we're asking, but that goes a long way, and it helps us produce great content. Hope you like the show, and make sure you post a comment. Let me know what you think. Until the next time, we'll catch you on the flip side.